This playthrough is rated M for mature.
Now that we've had a renegade Shepard at it, let's see how a paragon Shepard deals with the situation in the council. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Mass Effect. In the last episode, we went back to the Citadel and we were forced on lockdown because the council just wanted to hold at bay and not actually aggressively attack Saren because they don't believe in, like, the Reapers and everything like that, despite the evidence to the contrary. Yeah, let's head back and find out what they're going to do to us.
I knew they'd come around. Back to the Citadel, Joker. I want the Normandy at the head of that fleet.
Yes, ma'am.
Ah, you don't know much of what you're talking about, Shepard. Yeah, they don't come to their senses at all. But I thought it'd be a little bit easier just to show Fem Shepard, and then I'll tack in the Liara conversation that happens when Shepard is kind of despondent after getting locked down on the Normandy, and I can also show the Anderson being chosen to go to the Citadel Council instead. And then the rest of the episode will be the Pinnacle Station stuff. I thought it'd be easier just to do this back to back.
Good job, Shepard.
And then let's skip
the
some of the Della. That's the
ambassadors
same.
Stationed at every mass relay.
Well, yeah, that's not enough, dude. We need more. More power. Oh.
You think a blockade's gonna stop him? He's on Ilos looking for the conduit right now. What are you doing about that?
Is that the same conversation? I think that was very similar.
Deep inside the terminus systems, Commander.
Okay, that's the same.
Now is the time for discretion.
Discretion is the better part of valor. Send me after him.
One ship.
I've got this.
Your style
No, you
served
don't. You don't
well
have it
in
under
Traverse,
control.
Commander.
If Saren finds the conduit, we're all screwed.
Okay, that's
We
the same
have
dial
to
no
go
matter
to
which version we
Ilos.
choose.
Ambassador Udina,
No,
I get
obviously
the
I've got
sense
Kaiden right
Commander
behind us,
Shepard
too.
isn't willing to let this go.
There are serious
Okay,
political
political situation.
implications here,
You
Shepard.
bastard! You're selling us out.
Yeah, he has very similar. Ashley and Kaiden are going to have very similar
You've done your
dialogue
job, now let
for some
me
of their
do mine.
background
We've
noise.
locked out all the Normandy's primary systems until further notice you're grounded.
Yeah, this is a mistake. You're wrong. You're on the wrong side of history.
Are you insane? After everything I have done, you still don't believe me.
I think it's time for you and your team to leave, Commander. This no longer concerns you. The Council can handle this, with my help, of course.
The political man wins in the end. Soldiers just get thrown in the background and kicked out of the VI or whatever. Not VI, something like that. It looks like she's getting frustrated by trying to open her locker or something like that. I guess that's what Shepard's trying to do. I don't know.
Commander, are you all right? I'm sure there's a way to appeal. We're under Alliance authority, after all, not the Council.
At least they didn't give Kaiden exactly the same lines as Ashley, especially during the romance scenes. That would be kind of awkward. Not now, Lieutenant. I believe it's the same way. Her lines, I think, are similar. Obviously, just swap out Lieutenant for Williams or whatever. But don't you think I tried? I tried. No luck. Do or do not.
Official channels are closed. They were quite clear about that.
Closed. And we're supposed to accept that. So where do you think the best view will be when the Reapers roll through? If we have to sit it out, may as well get a good seat.
It's kind of weird how, like, Kaiden was the one who, like, kind of supported the Council and all their decisions and all this other stuff, and now he's trying to make us feel better and maybe find a way out around this. Like, I guess he grows as a character, too, that he's not... Yeah, see, I think Kaiden becomes... I mean, he's a straight-laced person, but yeah, during his conversations, he believes the Council has all the decisions, but then at this point in the game, he's grown to believe that not all organizations are this pure thing, and sometimes it's all about people, so he starts thinking less in the head and more in the heart, which, you know, it's a good combination of both, but this isn't over. We're not out for long. Can you stay with me just a little bit longer?
We're out of the game for now. I need you to be there while I figure things out.
You know you can count on me, or any of the crew, Commander.
You're such a reliable... I'm asking you, not the crew. You could be less obvious. God, you're dense.
I'm looking for a little personal support here. Knock off the good soldier crap.
Cut me a little slack, Shepard. It's not like you're easy to read. I'm here for you, but we're in a rough spot, and the last thing I want to do is muddy things. Like it's all that clear to start with. Are we the pride of the fleet or not? Are we valued agents or just peons?
I just like the fact that when she says he's dense, it's almost just like, dude, I need some D over here. I don't care what they think. Depends on who you ask. There you go again.
Can't just pull out a good old-fashioned, it'll be all right, can you?
It's that easy, huh? Okay, then. Everything will be fine, Shepard. You'll figure it out.
I love some of the renegade options with it. Business before pleasure. Don't overdo it, Romeo. That's better.
wasn't so hard, now was it?
I could get used to it. I guess we have some downtime to figure out what we are, huh?
Sorry to interrupt, Commander. Got a message from Captain Anderson.
I guess technically Joker is still cock blocking, just it's funny, Ashley rubs her kind of the forehead while Kaiden rubs his neck, kind of similar to male Shep. Maybe all the male characters have the same animation where they rub their necks when they're, yeah, just give me the message, dude.
What did he want?
Only said to meet him in that club in the wards. Flux.
Well, I guess you better go then.
It's the same if you choose, it's the same type of dialogue. He said he was listening in on her thing, but yeah, cockblock, and this time he cockblocks Kaiden, yeah, so. But anyway, let's bring Kaiden along this time and talk to Terra Firma and that one guy, and then since we have the thing, I can show you what happens when we convince the guy just straight up without giving him the stimulant. We'll still buy it anyway, but I want to show off that. I don't know if I talked about like the results of what happens if you do it. There's a news report, which I guess I could have redone the elevators multiple times to unlock, but there's a news report that if you just give them the stimulant, then the deal possibly accrues the Alliance like billions of credits. If you give them the stimulants but convince them to get off of it afterwards, the Solarians praise you for
After years of poor economic performance, Exogeny has announced that its research colony on Pharos is finally returning a profit. New discoveries and a dedicated colonization effort have finally paid off for Exogeny. Exogeny stock rose sharply with the announcement, with investors pleased at this surprising news.
I think I showed that one off before. That's what happens if you save the colony. What was I gonna say before? Now I forgot. Oh yeah, the guy with the stimulants. Yeah, if you give him the stimulants and convince him to get off the Solarians praise you for that, and they'll still work with you. And then obviously if you just oh, that's right. I forgot on this file. I still didn't
Commander Shepard?
Talk to her, but we're still not going to do that because we're here to do that story. So I guess I could technically convince her to show off what happens if you convince her, because I don't know if I actually showed off convincing her completely with paragon options. I think I might have, but I reloaded it to show me punching her in the face. But anyway, before we talk to this dude, let's go to the Terra Firma man and tell him that he's and unlock some extra dialogue. I think Kaiden does most of the talking here. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the Emily Wong stuff too. Yeah, when I did these files, I kind of skipped a lot of the side quests because I'd already shown a lot of it, or I just wanted to get to major events.
Commander Shepard, it is an honor to speak with you.
Oh, thank you.
What's this demonstration about?
I'm Charles Saraceno of the Terra Firma.
Okay, that's the same.
Can I count on your support in the next election?
Let me see if I can get someone else's. I have to be careful
we
with
don't
how much
stand
I
up for ourselves.
skip that. So.
No one else
I thought
will.
the lesson of the first.
Perhaps so, Commander.
What happened at the mass relay was a misunderstanding. If you saw a child about to touch a gun, wouldn't you stop them?
I'd pull them away, yes. I wouldn't shoot them dead.
Yeah, and yes, different reactions to. Yeah, Ashley just talks about we should, but yourself or something like that. But
what are you running for?
let's see. I'm just being careful not to skip too much.
Most of your time in space, Commander.
Actually, let me do that again. But
we don't stand up for ourselves.
Every day I stand up for humanity.
We all serve in our.
So you can say I support our troops and get into office because of our sacrifices, huh?
I assure you, I'm only interested in the betterment of humanity.
Man, Kaiden and Ashley are on the ball when pulling out this guy's bullcrap. You know, they know politics. Like Kaiden knows it from a head standpoint, and Ashley knows it from a heart standpoint. So,
I don't know Terra Firma.
It's a good theory, but these people are making it sound like a racial issue.
I can't deny that some of our supporters
Kaiden says it probably better than I did in the last episode. He's like a good point, but yeah, making it more racial than anything. So, no excuse.
But you don't do anything to curtail the racist comments of your members.
Yeah.
Of course not, Commander. But whether I disagree with
them,
it's a good theory.
All right, let's see. That's true.
If you extremists don't invalidate.
Of course, Commander.
I think it's the same if you choose both.
It's a good theory, but these
I can't.
I don't think it's.
Yep. Okay.
Of course.
Yeah, the Peasers are right though.
Sorry, I believe we need to work peacefully with other races.
We've heard that before in human history. Well-meaning naivete leads to declarations of peace in our time. We can't allow anything like Shan-Shi to happen again. I don't suppose I could convince you to issue a public statement of support for my candidacy. The support of the first human spectre.
Well, I think realistically, I think there's a time to fight and a time to talk. Really, it's just the trouble in history is people don't know when to put up and shut up, or when to put down the gun and talk. You know, I mean, I don't know the answer either.
It's still a powerful symbol, Commander.
Okay. Sorry, I won't support a person like yourself. You seem like a, kind of a jackanape.
You have the right to your opinion, Mr. Saraceno, but with all due respect, I disagree with it.
I understand. I'm glad you support the democratic process, at least. Thank you for your time, Commander. Remember Terra Firma on Election Day, because Terra Firma remembers you.
Well, at least he doesn't argue up and down the coast about how we're wrong. At least he's a little bit more diplomatic about it, I guess. Yeah, if we do this one, we get... it's slightly different on that. Seriously, the Terra Firma party approached you on the Citadel seeking support in the next election. You declined. I think that's the same if you just choose I can't support either way. It might be slightly different, but... Alright, let's go... Oh yeah, we can't buy the stimulant and depressant until we talk to this guy, so we can't do the whole buy it ahead of time and get to him.
Pardon me, soldier. Can I take a
Yeah, let's
Soldier, I've got a major situation, and I need help from
listening.
somebody with humanity's
What
interests
kind of
at heart.
situation are we talking about?
Of course, right to business. That's why humanity has the best damn fleet in the galaxy. My name is Elias Keeler.
Oh,
I'm an
okay,
Alliance
so his
negotiator.
response is the same,
We've
just
got a
our
big
response is
session coming
different
up with the Solarian.
all the time.
You wouldn't believe what's riding on
Can you
this.
tell we
I'm
talked him in a
fighting
weird
for
way because he's
humanity
not
on
even
this one,
looking at
just
us
like
now?
you are.
I guess whatever's considered the camera point is he was... Maybe I talked to him before he switched camera points. Because a lot of times when people are programmed to talk, they set a point like at the person to talk, like usually either a camera location or something like that, so it's easier to keep people to eye a thing. And it looks like it glitched up, so maybe one of the camera perspectives, he got stuck on that. So I get it.
I understand. It's important. So what do you need?
Well, in order to do my best for humanity, I need the best resources on the market. There's a mental stimulant that increases...
Yeah, mental
It's legal,
stimulant.
but restricted. I've
I
purchased
don't
them
think there's
on
any
the
extra
internet.
dialogue
exactly?
from everyone if I
It
ask
helps
them
me
all
stay
the questions, I
focused,
don't believe.
If I don't get the stimulant, I'll be a wreck.
Little
My
face.
You should put some trust.
No race will respect us.
Why is
Yeah,
this
too
a-
bad your
If I don't get
companions
the
don't have
drug,
much
my
say on this.
assistant
It's
will
really
take
just
over and mess up
Shepard
the whole
You should put some trust.
No
asking
race
all the
will
questions
respect
on
us
that.
until we
So
show them who's in charge. That's what it took with the Turians.
you're an addict, though.
Yeah, forget my assistant.
Keeler, you've got a problem. You need to get treatment.
It might look that way from the outside, but this is just a one-time slip-up. All the top negotiators are on stimulants close to the legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
If you say so.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't guarantee anything.
I understand. And I'll pay you back for it. And I can even throw in a little extra. Thanks
Pay you
for your
back for
help.
the
Like I
drug.
said, you can find the stimulant over in the med bay.
Alright, let's go buy that really quick. Med clinic. Yeah, it's kind of funny to activate all the glitches and everything on this, like in this game. I like the game, and even with all its glitches and everything like that. So I don't know, just some charm to it. At one point, I will have to see how the Legendary Edition does this game if they left it pretty much the same.
I don't know what
Or oh yeah, I forgot I never showed off, or I never did her quest in this one either.
I'm just glad you weren't hurt.
Me too.
Okay, well anyway,
Now,
I
is
need
there
supplies,
anything
so I don't care
Let me
about
take a
your...
look at what you have for
I don't even think I
sale.
did her mission, so... Let's see how much it costs without her. Yeah, it's not much. It's like 10%. Because when on my Renegade, I'd helped her, and I think she sold those for 84, and now they're selling them for 92, so 7. So it's almost 10%. It's like less than that, but close. Anyway. Although, I don't know why I bought the depressant. I'm not going to give it to him, because that's the most Renegade option you can do. I think it's Renegade because you kind of betrayed his trust in that matter. Instead of saying you'd help him, you said you'd help him and then lied to him. Which is where the Renegade Act comes from. But, and luckily I can show you the different, because it saves there, I can just reload and show you the different results if we just give it to him, for example.
Any luck getting what I asked for?
Alright, let's just give it to him.
Here's the drug you asked for.
Perfect. The Solarians will never see me coming. Here, this is for your trouble. Thanks for your help. I won't trouble you again.
Yeah, he doesn't even take it right there, does he? Oh well. Okay, so on that one, yeah, we have all the missions here. Oh well. You got Mr. Keeler the drug you needed. He should be in fine form for the upcoming treaty negotiation. And then, like I said, on the elevator, it'll say he possibly got like billions of dollars worth of credits on that. So, okay, we'll just load up there. Yeah, that's probably the only thing I wish I could have done in this game is shown all the variations on the radio report. But I gotta give people a reason to play the game at some point, because I still like this game. You know, whether you play the Legendary Edition version or the original version, I think you can still buy the original version on like Origin or Steam or whatever. I don't think they got rid of the old. I don't know why they would. I mean, you know, for people who just want to separate, because I think if you buy the full version, that's like a 106 gig download, and not everyone has that much memory, or that would take forever. So anyway, let's convince him that he's an addict this time.
All the top negotiators are on
then the game is wrong,
to the
dude.
legal limit. It's the way the game is played.
I don't see all the top negotiators soliciting help to go over the legal limit, Keeler.
Maybe you're right. I've been trying to keep humanity strong, and maybe I've pushed myself too hard. I'll tell you what, this will be the last time I use the stimulant. After this deal is finished, I'll get treatment.
Come on, that's what an addict would say. You know, you need help, man.
No trade negotiation is worth ruining your life for. Let it go and get help.
You don't understand. Humanity needs me, and I need that stimulant. Without it, I don't know anymore. I get so tired when I run out of the stimulant. I just need one more boost.
It's hard to say in this case if it's a mental dependency or a physical dependency. I think it's a mental dependency, because there's actually two types of dependency when it comes to drugs and addiction. Like, sometimes, like, your body physically needs the thing, and if you don't get it, it, like, wrecks you poorly. But there's quite a few drugs out there and conditions that are mental. Like, we're just so used to the feeling of it that mentally we keep that stored, and so we want to feel it again. And so mentally we remember it and we recall that, so we want to keep feeling that over and over again. Like I said, I'm not an expert, so I couldn't tell you all the minutia and the details between each different one. I just know that there's those two major ones on it. So listen to yourself, get treatment, you'll be okay.
There's no shame in having a problem, but you have to get treatment.
You're right. I'll go tell my assistant. I shouldn't be working like this. I'll get help. I'm just sorry it came to this.
Yeah, we've in my country we have an issue with that right now called opioids. They've been trying to work on that, but I don't know. And well, just thinking about like what happened with that and the people responsible, and most of them aren't getting their comeuppance, kind of pissed me off. But I'm not here to talk about that. You've convinced Mr. Keeler to seek treatment for his drug addiction. The negotiation will be handled by his assistant. So. Yeah, so, oh well. Oh yeah, I haven't shown off all the dialogue here, so the people are going to be talking randomly here, so I have to wait for them to stop. I don't even think I did the, I think I skipped like the Rita mission and everything with that. Yeah, see, they're talking about Rita and stuff like that. I didn't even do this one on this file, so I have to wait for him to talk. I was going to talk to Kaiden and see what he says here. I think I talked to him last time when I got to this point. That's the problem with having so long a game, because we're at episode 50, and almost every episode's been like an hour. So it's like 50 hours I played of the game. Now my save file won't show 50, but me myself, so you know, I've played this for quite a while. So
drinks and dancing down below, gambling up above. Good place to blow off some steam.
Man, one of the few times you see Kaiden like happy.
Why is the music in these places always so loud? It almost seems as if the people here want an excuse not to talk to each other.
I don't know, it seems like Kaiden's one of those guys who's so straight-laced, it's almost hard for him to be, like, super happy, if that makes sense. Like, he always has to be serious. So when you see his character actually be happy, it's almost like, aw, finally. He gets to have fun every once in a while. And Shepard's got to show him some fun eventually. Boy, howdy.
I'm glad you came, Shepard. I heard what happened.
Yeah, I know how you felt, Commander.
They pulled me off the mission, just like when they forced you to give up the Normandy.
I know, I'm sorry. I wanted to warn you.
Okay, that's the same.
I know you're pissed off right now.
Yeah, it's not conduit. It's not that simple, man.
There's only one ship that can get me into the Terminus systems undetected, and she's grounded.
Citadel controls locked out
that's the same.
You can be
yeah, a lot of this dialogue gets very similar.
Before anyone even knows you're gone.
Tell me what to do, sir.
What's the plan?
I can unlock the Normandy from one of the consoles in the Citadel control center. You'll have a few minutes before anyone realizes what happened.
That's the same, but
That is a restricted area patrolled by armed guards. How are you going to get in?
Leave that to me. Just
yeah,
make
most
sure
of your companions
you're
are
in
going
the
to
Normandy when
say
the systems come back online.
pretty much that line verbatim. Well, I'll check off screen to see if I can get any more extra dialogue, but for the most part, they did say the same thing. I do like how every once in a while there will be like one companion who will say something completely different, like either in their own manner or something like that. Kind of like Rex does that a lot. Like he'll have a similar line, but he'll say it in his own way that makes it more entertaining because his is a unique line read as opposed to everyone else. It's too dangerous, sir.
You're gonna get yourself killed. There has to be another way.
Ambassador Udina issued the lockdown order. If I can hack into the computer in his office, maybe I can override it.
Yeah, that's the same.
He's not going to let you waltz into his office and use his computer.
Yep, that's the same as well.
Udina won't let this slide, Captain. You'll be charged with treason, a capital offense.
Yep, same thing.
We don't have a lot of options. I break into the ambassador's computer.
Yeah, let's you need to go the most dangerous way. I don't want you to mess with Udina. He's tough as nuts. Not really, but yeah, we already know what happens when you break into his office. You cold clock Udina, that's why I just like choosing this option because it's the most satisfying, really, you know. But let's see what happens if he does Citadel control.
If you're lucky, the patrols won't catch you.
I'll be careful. You ready to get the hell off this station, Commander?
Yep, we're ready.
Let's do it.
I'll take care of the lockdown. You get down to the Normandy and tell Joker
Okay, that's the same. So, let's look at the journal. Let's see. Oh, I guess it doesn't say like the choice, but we have to go back now and show you the option. Let me see if I can get the. I'll go through the. I was going to teleport there, but let me see if the elevator will activate the conversation or the negotiators mission. See if that'll actually show off the dialogue for that or not. Yeah, sorry, we're ignoring Emily Wong. Sorry, nope, no, don't want to talk to you. No. Don't want to talk to reporters. Although there's like Jahani is the kind of your typical like newscaster or reporter on the street. Well, Emily Wong seems to be one of those what's the word? You know, kind of investigative reporters. You know, two different ones. I mean, I know there's very different types of reporters, but those seem to be the two major ones. There's either the one that gets in front of a camera and talks to people, or there's the one that gets behind the scenes to get the information so they can get the scoop. You know. Jahani seems to be shown more in a bad light than Emily Wong is in this game, though. Overall,
in other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their
did I not unlock this when I did this game? Huh.
When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly
I guess I must have when I did this file I must have did all the elevator like skipping, so I didn't activate this one while running around. Although it's almost high priority, so it's almost impossible to miss it. Though if you somehow miss it, you can get it from a comm on Novaria, I think it was, to get that mission as well. If for some reason you missed it in the newscast. Well, we missed it there. Let's see if we can get it from going on the basic elevator out of the NC sec. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, we're gonna skip you, Jahani. Nope, not talking to you. No. No talking to the news people. All they want is they just want their credit and their due and their
a Solarian excavation team
Dang
has
it.
run into an
I
unexpected problem after unearthing a
mission.
Prothean dig site.
What happens if you convince
protesters
them?
have
Oh well,
blockaded the dig
it's not a
site,
big deal,
claiming
but I
that
thought I'd
artifacts
get
of the
lucky. But this is what
Enkindlers,
happens when
as
you
the
don't use the
Hanar
elevator
call
a lot or
them,
go
should
back
not
to
be disturbed.
the Citadel after every major
The
mission
excavation
to
team
show
has
off
appealed
the
to
random
Hanar
dialogue.
representatives on the Citadel to reach
Oh, that
a
reminds me. I need to
diplomatic
show off
solution.
what Udina says when you beat Vermeer. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that in the transition from this file to the mailship file that I've got, and well, maybe I'll just tack it on to the end of the episode instead, because I do want to kind of get into the pinnacle station at this point. So after the cutscene occurs, I'll get to that. So. Okay, so this was taking a little bit longer than I expected. I mean, normally it would just be easier for me to just cut all the major scenes, but I thought it was important to at least have Shepard here and then show, like, Kaiden's response to it. But yeah, in between episodes, I'll show, like, what happens if you don't bring Ashley or Kaiden, and because everyone else does have a line of dialogue, just...
Sir, this is a restricted area. Sir, you can't... Freeze! Back away from the console! Hands up! Now!
Let's go. Get us out of here, Joker. Now.
Yeah, that's why I don't like doing that, just seeing him get shot, because he's like the nicest character in the game, but obviously choosing to get him in trouble like that is a renegade option, because, I mean, he threatens to get shot, and he does get shot, but he does survive, so. I guess the whole point of that decision is it makes you think that maybe you get Anderson killed, and that's why you have to consider it, but it leads to the same result. We still get out of there. It's just, do you want to have him get his comeuppance with Udina, or do you want to, you know, do you want him to get shot? You know?
Oh, damn it. No sign of pursuit? I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces.
Yeah, Keith David doesn't deserve to get shot.
What the ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, so Commander Shepard is no fun either way. Even in Paragon. I thought Chew would be a little bit more fun, but and yeah, Presley says the same thing. I didn't show it in the last episode. Let me see if any of the
court-martial if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
You're so excited, but you're in the army, Presley. Oh well, it depends on what type of the army you are. If you're in the you can see if anyone else has anything to say about us escaping or not. Or how about that talk we had on the Citadel?
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense.
I've wasted enough
debriefing.
Input? We're fighting giants.
Okay, that's just the same as before. We'll beat them.
We may be ants to them, but humans have never managed to exterminate ants.
It makes you wonder.
True.
Are
that makes
ants
sense.
any more aware than we were of the giants that walk over their heads?
Anyway.
We'll talk later.
Okay. Yeah, I guess no one ever gets any extra dialogue with them. So, do you have anything to say, Chakwas? You do get more lines in the second game.
Strange, being a fugitive from the Alliance. This crew has sacrificed everything for you, Shepard. Don't let us down.
Yay! Chakwas gets more than a handful of lines too. But yeah, she gets more lines in the second game. Not too much more, mind you, but she does get more lines. Same in the third game as well, if I recall. Let's see if there's anyone else. I mean, I could go talk to Adams and see if he says anything, but I really doubt it. And that way I don't have to show it on my mail ship file as well. Go down the slow ladder, uploading all the assets, because you can't do it all at once, because this is an old engine. Although newer engines still can't do that as well either. Like, you know, they'll have where it takes forever to load certain assets or whatever. This game does it quite a bit. They do fix that in the later games, probably because they had a better engine, and two, they probably had it was a bit more. The levels weren't as big; they were more short and focused, to the most part. Do you have anything to say?
Looking for supplies?
Yeah. Well, you're the shopkeeper, so that makes sense that you wouldn't have much to say. Let's see. Do you have anything to say, Adams?
Heard we're headed into the Terminus systems, Commander. Don't worry, ma'am. The Normandy's a hell of a ship. She'll get us through this.
Thanks, Adams. Yeah, unfortunately he doesn't get much lines later in the series. Oh well.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
Huh, I actually didn't expect Tali to have any extra dialogue from this. Huh. Wouldn't your dad help us?
Your father probably has some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Not a problem.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I should go.
See you
and obviously that line of dialogue about her father doesn't appear if you didn't talk to her about her father at any point. So, yeah, weird how Kaiden doesn't say anything about that, but yeah, Tali does, so... Man, I'm misremembering a lot of things, like little details like that. Man, this game's taught me a lot again.
Stealing an Alliance ship? Risky stuff. I hope you know what you're doing, Shepard.
Yeah, have some faith, don't worry. You too?
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
Trust me, don't worry. No kidding.
You and me both.
I just hate to get stuck now.
I would too.
So long, Rex.
Huh. Well, I doubt, well, maybe I should go talk to Liara then before we finish just to...
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. After everything you told me, it seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
Oh yeah, because we were paragon with him, and then he's just like, and then we do this. He's like, I'm getting mixed signals, Commander. What choice did we have?
Stealing the Normandy is a trivial risk compared to the threat of Saren.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
I always love the renegade options. Quit whining. Don't worry. Relax.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
I'm really glad they gave most of the companions something to say when we do major events, you know. For some reason, I thought they didn't say anything after we stole the Normandy, but maybe it's because it'd been so long since because when I first played this game, I was one of those guys who would talk to companions after every major event to see if they said anything at the time, and then in later playthroughs, I would almost skip certain things because I assumed I remembered all their dialogue options or dialogue variants by then, so I could remember when to talk to them. But I guess this is one of those cases where I forgot stealing the Normandy gets a few unique responses from everyone, just not Kaiden or Ashley for some reason. But well, maybe Ashley, I don't know. I could load up the file there and get that, but yeah, well, that's nice. Do you have anything to say, Liara? Or are you just gonna sit in your chair all damn day? That's bad for your back, you know.
Commander Shepard, I hope you are not here.
Oh, is it because I didn't check on her after I did the Vauldemare thing?
I feel a bit
Let's see.
but I would still like to be friends.
Understand.
I would appreciate that. Is
Nothing
there
important.
something else you
I just wanted to talk.
Fair enough. What did you
Okay,
want to talk about?
she might have something I forgot to talk to her after Vauldemare. Did I do that with Mailship? I hope I did. So I can show that off. Okay, I think that's it for this. So, okay. Let's go pull up my other file. So, all the characters that I've got. So, and it's not required to talk to Joker or any of them about getting that. You just get that land dog if you talk to them like right after. So I can skip talking to like Joker since I showed that. I don't know if I saved it after I talked to him or something like that, but okay, we will start Pinnacle Station. I didn't realize it takes so long to get through this part, so it's my bad. Well, it's my fault for not being very efficient with my time and everything like that. Alright, I think I did talk to... I saved it after talking to Liara, so let's see if she has any dialogue after that, or if not. She might not, actually. It seems like the romance characters don't have weird dialogue trees at certain points.
This will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another.
Oh, well, there you go.
This will all be over soon.
Well, we did tell her to keep it strictly professional, so that's probably why she doesn't have much to say about it afterwards, because we pissed her off so much. Well, she was trying to get into my business, trying to learn about my history without asking me. You know, there's words for people like that, and it rhymes with witch. But anyway, no, I don't mind her that much for doing that. I just find it funny that you can be so aggressive towards them in this game. Yeah, some people will almost never see the renegade options or the aggressive options because for whatever reason people just can't like do that to a character in a game that's fictional. It's like, dude, they're not real. You can go ahead and tell them off, you know. They're not going to hurt you in the real world, you know. Hey, let's we have to Garrus again.
I can't believe we stole the Normandy.
I mean, I'm not surprised after everything you've told me, but still.
Yeah, it's even different when you tell them the renegade, when you give them the renegade course.
You sound worried, Garrus.
No, not really. If you're
that's
wrong,
the same.
I just hope we can catch Saren
Okay.
before
Yeah, quit your whining.
You worry too much, Garrus. We'll catch him soon enough.
Yes, Commander.
Quit your whining, you foul spute. I forgot the insult, what it was.
Commander?
What's your opinion on that?
I think the odds are against us.
Better than they were.
We have an advantage. We know they're coming, and we know about their indoctrination.
I don't plan to lie down and die, Skipper. Don't worry about that. But I'm infantry. Against
Okay, that's the same.
That's what pisses me off.
Okay,
Now,
bye.
Later.
Bye, baby. Risky
But I'm
stuff.
right behind
No.
you, Shepard.
Just say it, Rex.
It's the least I can do.
You think I'm crazy, don't you?
Okay, that's the
Sometimes
same.
crazy. I just
Unfortunately.
hope they don't catch us before
Trust
we get our
me.
hands on Saren.
Don't worry.
They won't.
With you, anything's possible.
Anything's
So long,
possible.
Rex.
Shepard.
Okay, and then we'll talk to Tally because we don't need to talk to Adams. Not really. But yeah, Adams doesn't get. He gets a few more lines later in the series, but not much.
We're fugitives on the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
Yeah, see, since we never talked to her about her dad, that option doesn't appear there. Not a problem. Don't worry about it. Doesn't matter.
If they catch us, then Saren finds the conduit. Whatever the Council's got planned, I guarantee the Reapers will do worse.
That doesn't make me feel any better. Let's talk about something else.
I should go.
She's like, I don't like the truth. Can we talk about something else, Shepard? Oh, man, she is such a teenager when you think about it. Because I forgot how old she is, but I assume that she's, like I said, I think her character archetype is based similar to Mission Val from Old Republic, or Knights of the Old Republic, or whatever. I forgot who was kind of similar to that in the second game. Didn't really have that. I mean, the techie in that game was BioWare or whatever, so, and he wasn't like that at all. So yeah, I assume. Well, I could be wrong, but. And I know certain characters have certain writers for them. So like Drew Kripishkin was the main writer, but I don't think he was the writer for certain characters. I think if you look it up, you can find certain character writers for certain games. You can kind of see if they wrote for the same character. The person who wrote for Tally might have also wrote for a Mission, for all we know. So maybe that's why they're similar in design. So, all right, and like before, if we want to go to the end game, we just have to go straight to we have to go straight to Ilos, and as soon as we go inside, I think the game even says, "Are you sure?" Or maybe it's Joker says something about like, "Oh, are you sure we want to do this?" You know, and it's basically saying, "Hey, this is the end of the game. When you go here, it starts end game. It doesn't end immediately. There's still like, there's like 1, 2, 3. There's kind of like 4 sections, kind of." In their varying degrees of length or whatever. So it'll take a few episodes to get through that, but we're not going to do that yet. We're going to finally do the final DLC of the game. Although now that I think about it, I probably should have done this DLC when I had Kaiden in the group, but I kind of want to save it for right before the end, because there's almost no story implications to the mission at all. Well, there is kind of, but there's no, none of the characters on your team have any interaction during this DLC at all, so you can completely. So if you were looking, actually, it's the same with the Falling in the Sky or whatever DLC. Your companions say nothing extra to it, and they didn't even get Seth Green to come back to voice Joker, and then they used some robotic lady voice for it. So now that I think about it, they were kind of lazy on the DLC when you think about it, because they didn't get any of the voice actors. They just, they got voice actors. There's people in Pinnacle Station, but they didn't do any extra voice work for all the main actors other than Shepard. So, Pinnacle Station. Asteroid-based Pinnacle Station was originally constructed by the Turians to function as a concealed command center during the Krogan rebellions. It has been retrofitted as a military training facility for all high-level special operations teams employed by the Council. The station's combat simulator allows teams to train under a variety of hazardous conditions. Population 1,200. Radius 340 meters. So yeah, basically this whole game, or the whole DLC, is basically a bunch of, I wouldn't say training missions, but a bunch of just combat simulators is what Pinnacle Station is. That's all it is. So yeah, that's pretty much all the DLC is. It's just doing all these trials and just seeing if you can do it to win some prizes. There's a fun little prize you get for completing all the missions, but I forgot what codex that unlocks. Oh yeah, the Pinnacle Station Codex. A new data file is available for the Galactic Codex for Pinnacle Station. Pinnacle Station is a Turian's... Oh, did we just read that? Oh, no. It's slightly different. It's a Turian space station has been retrofitted as a military training facility by the Council. Invitees participate in a series of simulated combat encounters and compete against other participants. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's just fun little competition to see. It's almost better to do this at the end of the game because...
Isn't that Commander Shepard, the human Spectre?
Whatever. Spectre or no, it's always fun to see humans get pummeled in the simulator.
I'm going to show you Turians what for. But, so yeah, they did give dialogue.
Commander Shepard.
Everyone knows who I am. At least there's some respect here, unlike the Council. Yeah, we got to save the world from the Shepards, but I kind of want to play some combat games.
Go pester Ahern, human. I'm on duty.
Ahern? Who's Ahern? Well, anyway. But yeah, there's no story implications. Like I said, there's a fun little reward, but it's not like, oh man, I got out of this DLC for that, you know.
Ah, Commander Shepard. Welcome to Pinnacle Station. I'm Admiral Thaddeus Ahern.
Yeah, let's get to it, whatever we're doing.
Where are the tests?
Good. Sounds like you're ready for a fight. You'll be training in the combat simulator. After each round, you'll see how you fared against your competitors.
Yeah, that's why there's not much story to this. So you could, like, for people who are worried that they lost the DLC for the Legendary Edition, you're really not missing a whole lot. And it doesn't, as far as I know, this DLC, like, really doesn't impact anything later on in 2 or 3 at all, as far as I'm aware of. Now, I heard the excuse that they didn't add it to the Legendary Edition. Well, excuse, there was a legitimate thing, is that they lost the code for this. It got lost in one of the people that were working with BioWare to hold the assets or something like that. Like, the code itself got corrupted, but then when they tried to attract the original code, it was lost. Either got deleted or was on some random, you know, hard drive somewhere that couldn't be accessed or got sold off somewhere or something. Most likely deleted. And so they'd have to make the game from scratch, or the DLC from scratch. And I heard the excuse was that it would take like 6 months to do that, and they wanted to get the game out as soon as they could. I'm like, but that's not a full complete edition. That's not the Legendary Edition. That's an incomplete edition because you didn't want to spend 6 more months working on it. I guess it might have been a combination of like they had certain quotas or EA on their back to get the game out as soon as they could. So, but can't you work on it now? You know, you have plenty of time now that the game's out. You could fix whatever patches you need and make the DLC. So, I mean, I'm not saying this is the greatest DLC ever, but it would still make it complete if you actually finished it. So, I don't know. Get your butt in gear, game designers. Anyway.
How does the simulator work?
Talk to tech specialist Akron if you want the technical explanation. Basically, it creates combat scenarios that allow our operatives to build their skills in a safe but realistic environment.
God, it's so creepy to see Male Shep smile for some reason. No matter which version of Male Shep you use, like whatever face presets, it always looks weird when he smiles. Like, Femme Shep looks better when she smiles, but I don't know, maybe people are generally predisposed to a smiling lady than a smiling man. I don't know.
Who will I be competing against?
The best of the best. Alliance operatives travel here from all over to try their hand at the simulator. The scores are tallied, and the winners appear on these monitors for all to see. Get your name there, and the entire Alliance will know about it.
So couldn't, with these best of the best, couldn't we just hire them to help us with Saren? You know, just pay them, and that'll help?
So you run the station and the training here?
Last I checked. It's better than a desk job and a hell of a lot better than retirement. The facility is magnificent. It has all the technological marvels a commander needs to train the perfect soldier. The Turians give their advice. Every so often, I listen to them.
Every once in a while I do. Scenario.
How do I try out a combat scenario?
Go talk to Akron over in the staging area. He'll set you up and let you choose a scenario.
You just want me to stop talking to you, don't you?
Thanks for the info.
Carry on.
And after that, it's pretty much just finish all the test simulators to try to get the best score, and then you talk to them again after that's all over to get your kind of your reward for completing everything, and that's it for Pinnacle Station. We might be able to, if I do well enough. Sometimes it takes me a few tries to. That's actually a really cool image there. It does take me a couple tries to get the best score in this one. I'm not the best at this game in terms of efficiency, but...
Don't worry, Commander. Ahern's tough to impress.
I'm a Spectre. He should easily be impressed. I'm Commander Shepard. Commander Shepard. Yeah, this should be done in like by the end of the next episode if I can buckle down and get these within the most of the missions take only like a couple of minutes at most. And like I said, all of your companions have like no dialogue, or they have no dialogue. I don't know why I say they might, but anyway, this is all the scores. So this is what we need to beat through every competition. So for example, this time trial, the warehouse, the rank to beat is 1:24, for example. Well, one of them anyway. So there's the this is the combat mode. So the warehouse, the tropical, 1:20, volcanic. We can't. You can see it looks like 1:54, but we can't play that one yet because we have to unlock it after doing some of the other trials because it's more difficult. Another. Oh, I guess there's the city time trial, capture, 2 minutes, which you have to capture. Well, they'll go over that here in a second. Yeah, capture, survival, and hunt. 3 different versions for that. And then I think maybe the score board is maybe the same for everyone. There's where we go to access the mission there. This is the same one as well. Okay, it is the same one. What else? I was about to say, I thought there was like random guys we had to cut out to. I think he's on the board as well.
Get me back in that simulator. Nothing makes my day like stomping synthetics.
Well, that makes you feel better, I guess.
Get me back in that simulator.
So you must be
Actually,
the famous Commander Shepard. I'm tech specialist Alud Akron, lead programmer on the combat simulator. Do you need something? I'm sure I have a few minutes before someone forgets their password and comes crying to me for help.
Maybe. Yeah, that's about right. I worked a bit of tech help when I was younger. You'd be surprised how often you get the dumbest questions, like, changing your password. Well, okay, maybe that's not a dumb question per se, but like how to do it, you just follow the instructions, or finding out like someone needs help with their computer, and one of the questions you have to ask is it turned on? And people get so indignant and then you get that one person who didn't actually turn it on or plug in their machine. And you're like, okay,
I'll be back another time.
Then go play somewhere else. I have work to do.
Yeah, what a jerk. But anyway, the journal updates when we do this. Pinnacle Station combat missions. Pinnacle Station has a combat simulator in which you can engage in various combat missions and compare your scores against other combatants. The simulator has multiple scenarios and courses available. Your mission is to make the top ranking score in all available scenarios. Talk to Akron to start a mission. Talk to Akron. Akron has 8 missions available for you. Get the top score in all of them. So, not too difficult, not really. And I'm not that good of a game player overall, and even I can do this. Where's that? Burham? Yeah, Burham's like in 11th place. At least I think that was Burham, whatever. I think if we beat like some of these missions, I think some of the other contenders pop up. But yeah, he's only at 11. But I think you see like 1 or 2 of the other ones on the one after you do like a couple of the missions. I think. But I could be wrong. I don't know why I ran that way. I think I was going to look for people, but I think I saw everyone. So, all right, let's ask him about all the
What do
missions.
you need?
So, the simulator.
So how does this work?
It's a combination of holographic images and kinetic barriers. Holographic images help you see the objects, and the kinetic barriers keep you from walking through them.
Huh. Well, I guess that makes sense. Is it all virtual?
I assume the enemies are also holographic?
No. Our operatives train in a simulator by killing real, actual people. They're simulated. But I hear the kinetic slugs hurt just the same.
Man, this guy's a sarcastic Sandy, isn't he? Objectives? Yeah, kinetic slugs. It's kind of like getting hit with a beanbag round from a shotgun or something like that.
What am I supposed to be doing in these simulations?
That depends on the combat mode. We have time trial, capture, hunt, and survival modes.
Alright, well let's ask about capture. Seems pretty obvious though.
What are the capture mode objectives?
Capture all designated control points as quickly as possible. The faster you capture all the control points, the higher your score.
Yep. So a lot of these are usually just time... well, obviously they're all time trials, but you know what I mean. Survival?
What's survival mode all about?
Fend off waves of enemies for as long as possible. When the squad leader goes down, the mission ends. The longer you survive, the higher your score.
Well, I mean, I'm the squad leader, so, if I die, I die. So, hunt?
What's the goal in the hunt mode?
Defeat as many enemies as you can before the countdown timer reaches 0. You get additional time for every enemy you defeat. The more enemies you kill, the higher your score.
Yeah, just kill all the people. Time trial?
What's my mission in time trial mode?
You and your squad must defeat all enemies as quickly as possible. The quicker you defeat all the hostiles, the higher your score.
Well, thank you, sir.
I've got it.
Splendid.
Alright, and Akron's mood.
What's with the attitude?
I'm a technical genius on a station full of soldiers who only respect battlefield prowess. It's more than a little frustrating.
Is it Occam's razor? No, not the same. Your work is critical, you do good work. Suck it up.
Yeah, whining all the time must be pretty draining.
Ha! Do you really think I care whether anyone thinks I'm tough?
I don't know, it seems like you have a bit of a chip on your shoulder, but what do I know? So, let's do a mission.
Let's try a new simulation.
New competitors are restricted to low-impact missions till they learn the ropes. The infirmary was starting to complain. Which combat mode? Time trial, capture, survival, or hunt?
And then it shows you all the different missions we can do on that one. Let's see if we can do hunt most effectively. So,
sign me up for a hunt mission.
All right. I can get you set up in either the subterranean level or the volcanic level.
I wonder, I think asking that just objectives is the same thing as before, but let me double check.
Tell me what I'm supposed to do in hunt mode.
Defeat as many. You get a thing. All right.
Okay.
I can get you set up in either the subterranean level or the volcanic level.
Subterranean sounds good.
Fine. We give you some dummy grenades and Medigel. If you try to use a real grenade, I will turn off every safety measure this simulator has.
Alright, and yeah, we can't use Kaiden, so basically just use whoever is most effective. I tend to find the combat-oriented characters to be the most helpful during this, but obviously it depends on the... every area has its own, like, enemies and interactions in it. So, since I'm trying to remember what subterranean, which enemies we fight in that. I think we fight mainly organics characters in that case, so I think Ashley and Rex would be good. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played Pinnacle Station, so yeah, let me... Oh, sorry, he was talking. We don't need the tungsten rounds here, so let me... actually, I might just switch to sledgehammer rounds, maybe, in this case.
Kill something.
Okay, yeah, I'm on my pistol here. Oh, no, we are fighting. Well, never mind then. Yeah, see, I told you it had been a while since I played this, so... okay, back to... tungsten. So this is gonna actually get kind of... This is gonna actually get kind of tough depending on the difficulty setting you've got it on. And what level you're at, what weapons you've got, and stuff like that. I'm trying to remember how difficult this was on Insanity mode.
All pain, no gain.
There's actually no, there's no difficulty section for Pinnacle Station, like what level to play it on. So you could play it on any difficulty and be fine. There's not like an achievement for like, oh, if I do this on Insanity mode, I get an extra reward. Nah, nothing like that. The only thing you have to worry about here is your characters maybe get knocked out on the harder difficulties. And for the most part, I'm going through them. I forgot to check what how many we needed and the time and everything like that. Yeah, realistically, I should be doing like all the like lifting them and stuff like that. Yeah, luckily all your abilities work just like, basically they work just like you would if you were, yeah, I should have looked at the time trials to see like what, or the score, oh, I should have actually paid attention to the scoreboard so I could actually mark what score I actually need to get the best score out of all this. Yeah, Ahern just every once in a while just comments. Usually it says the same thing.
Nice shot.
Like over and over and over again. Yeah, I tried setting my companions to cover mode. So like, oh man, I gotta... I'm missing it. Ah, nuts. Oh, dang, I got stuck. Otherwise, I don't remember. I'm killing these guys pretty quickly. So I might be able to... oh man, okay. Yeah, I think the score is like 50 or something like that, so I'm probably not going to make it.
That's it, Shepard. Give them hell.
Well, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I got stuck too often. I couldn't get around to fight the other handful of people, so I probably should have left my characters on a. Oh, I beat them. Oh, wow, by a lot. Holy crap. I wasn't sure if I did it enough, so no, I did. Okay. I think it's because I got the best weapons and armor and everything. So at this point.
Back off, Vidinos. I haven't done anything wrong.
If you've tampered with government equipment, Bryant, I'll have you thrown in the stockade.
What's going on here? Quiet down.
What are you crying about?
Get lost, Shepard. This doesn't concern you.
Vidinos is just mad because a human beat his record.
Shut your mouth, hollow jockey. Bryant says he scored highest in missions from multiple combat modes. No human's ever done that. He clearly cheated.
Yeah, you can't underestimate us, dude. We're humans. In all fantasy and fiction, we always tend to be like the underdogs and then show our unknown potential or whatever. It's because, you know, we got to hype up our own greatness, even though we're not actually that great. Perhaps not. I doubt that. You underestimate humans.
Keep mouthing off and I'll show you what a human can do.
Threats? Is that all humans can do? Impressive. Tell you what, Shepard. You beat my record and Bryant won't spend the rest of the competition in the stockade. Hell, if you even come close, I'll give you my weapon.
This should be fun. You're on. It's as good as mine.
I'd better go make some room in my trophy case.
You're confident, Shepard, but that'll only take you so far. I hope Bryant has something to read. He'll be in that stockade for a long time.
Okay, now we get like, yeah, we get some mini missions in between. We still have to do all the combat stuff, but there's like, you know, beat certain guys' missions. If you get beat certain people's scores, they'll. Well, I think that might be the only interaction. I don't remember there being much. I wonder if there was more potential where you were able to talk to all the scorekeepers and then kind of get their reactions when you do better, but not much comes of that.
That Vidinos is a spiteful little runt, isn't he?
Yeah, his name is Vidinos, so I would be spiteful if my name was Vidinos. My name is Vidinos. I assume these are probably the rest of the like people here too, but yeah, we never get to talk to any of them. I kind of wish they had added, like, they didn't even have to have major stories. I wish you could have just had maybe a line of dialogue, and didn't even have to.
Watch out for Vidinos, Commander. He's a bit of a loose cannon.
I didn't even think you needed to have them be voiced. You know, you could have made them just dialogue only. Or maybe get text from them saying, hey, you did well, Shepard. That way you could still have them talking without a...
Better be serious about beating that Turian.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm for all humankind. Don't bet on it.
I'll give them a reason to respect humans.
That's what I like to hear. Knock 'em dead, Commander.
Talk to you later, Admiral.
Commander.
That's what I like to hear. I'm trying to think if there's any other random bits of dialogue we could access per mission.
Commander Shepard.
Vidinos?
Go pester Ahern, human.
Oh, okay,
I'm on duty.
Even after he got pissed off at us, he doesn't have any new dialogue, so yeah. I mean, if I had to prefer the two DLCs between each other, I'd probably say Falling in the Sky was a bit more interesting. At least it had some story implications. That does kind of pop up in the later games. But yeah, they don't implement Pinnacle Station, so the fact that it's the one that got lost out of Falling in the Sky or whatever, or Falling Down or whatever it's called, I'd probably prefer that being kept than Pinnacle Station. But I do find the idea of a combat simulator, which they do bring this back, the concept of it does come back in the third game. But you, like Pinnacle Station, you have to get DLC to activate it. But if you buy the Legendary Edition, you get that automatically. So, all right. Well, looks like this, the head guard there is pissed off at Shepard's awesomeness. Can we beat him and get his weapon and save a fellow human? And will we beat all the tests a Pinnacle Station has to offer? Find out next time in the next episode of Mass Effect. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.